That was the pullout that we were informed of earlier today. And it seems that at the very last minute, with only an hour's notice, Nathan Baptiste's opponent agreed to the fight. So we wait with bated breath to see who this young man is. To take a fight on an hour's notice, no lie. That is some cojones there. Full respect. Right now we're waiting on Nathan Baptiste to make his way to the cage.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The way inside here is hype. Like I would take a fight, you know.
And for you to say that,
that means it's super hype.
It is hype inside here. A lot of y'all may not have watched the Layman's Project yet, but on more than one episode, Vaughn has
expressed my dislike of getting hit in the face.
Absolute aversion to being hit anywhere on his body, anywhere on his person, really. And so for him to
I just
say
don't like licks.
He is willing to step up and fight. The atmosphere in here is quite high. Don't know where Nathan is. This is the second time his walkout music is playing. Let's see if we get him now. Here he comes.
There we go.
Nathan Baptiste, also of Alpha Academy.
Nice.
So the cape over his face is likely why he took so long to find his way to the cage. The lad simply could not see where he was meant to be.
Alas.
But we all make sacrifices for style, right?
Correct.
We all have to make sacrifices
100%.
for style.
Because you guys know you have worn a tight shoes already, so don't even front.
And just be uncomfortable. Everybody went through that phase where their hat was pulled way too low on the face.
Way too low, yeah. Alright, so the mystery opponent has been revealed. It is Darnell Sinasui. We don't have a lot of information.
Given that he just took the fight, we have absolutely no information. So now we have his name, and very soon we will have his face on the screen for you. But shouts to this young man for taking this fight on the absolute last possible notice.
Where have you come from?
Very recently in the UFC, there was a major deal made about a fighter named Dan Ige taking a fight on 4 hours notice because he was preparing for a fight the following week. A fighter pulled out the evening of the fight. He lived in the city that the fight was taking place. They called him up. He said absolutely came down. And here's the young man,
Darnell Sinasui,
looking just as cool and relaxed as you would expect someone.
And these are ring girls that you just got a shot of.
He looks like he has not a care in the world. Somebody asked him, hey, you want to fight?
I feel like he was just sleeping. You know, he probably lives next door and was like, yeah, I'm coming across.
Wait, was that fight? I'm coming. What rule set? Kickboxing?
Give me a half hour. And somehow he has fight music and everything, you know?
Fight music like
Big up, Cuff. Big up, Cuff.
Kickboxing ref is back in the middle. This fight sponsored by Trillions, and let's go to Adam in the cage for the official introduction.
This fight is also going to be an exhibition kickboxing.
And then we see one of our lovely ring girls announcing the first round.
Introducing first the fighter out of the green corner. From Trinidad and Tobago, representing Alpha Academy, weighing in at 147 pounds. He has an amateur record of 1-0. Please welcome Nathan Baptiste. And introducing his opponent, the
Darnell for stepping up. On such short notice. But as a result of the short notice, as Adam just said in the cage, this is now an exhibition kickboxing fight, so it will not go on anyone's records. But the show is going on.
As it must.
As it must.
All right. Feeling each other out.
Nice feeling out process there by the boys.
All right, nobody really overcommitting to anything. Understandable.
It's also an exhibition, so no need to hurt each other.
Yeah. No need to.
Ooh,
Oh, well,
as I
as
say
soon as
that, a stiff overhand right by Darnell, looking to make his mark, make the most of his last
and
minute
probably
entry.
go back in his bed.
Yeah, go right back to bed. Yeah.
You can see Darnell now waking up. He's picking up a bounce, you know.
Quick off the break with those hands is Darnell.
You know, let's take a moment just to big up a few of our sponsors. Big up Crystal Waters. Big up Edu's. We want to big up Monster Energy Drink.
Big up Staggerman's Bear.
Staggerman's Bear.
Trillions. And of course our pay-per-view partner that you all are watching this stream on millions.co. And shouts to the fighters and the camps.
Shout out to the fighters, because without them, y'all would be just listening to me and Franz talk, you know?
Which you can do on the Layman's
You can
Perfect.
also...
Nice segue. Last 10 seconds of this first round of this exhibition kickboxing bout. Darnell is making the most of his last minute entry. Letting those hands go.
Nice. So, okay.
Adam reiterating the fact that because it was a late replacement, so what would have happened is the Kickboxing Federation would not have had an opportunity to sanction the young man for a recorded bout, recorded amateur bout. But because Cuff insists the show go on, we're at least getting an exhibition out of it. This actually happened several years ago to a friend of mine who was meant to be in an MMA, and his first MMA fight in a different promotion, and his opponent pulled out at the extreme last minute, and it ended up being an exhibition kickboxing bout because of the late replacements experience. He would not have had an MMA bout, so they made it a kickboxing bout, and the show went on.
I mean, shout outs to Darnell again, because he doesn't even have a lot of people in his corner. It's just him and...
Well, I heard the fight camp called, and I know that they have at least one other fighter on the card tonight. So he's not here by himself. He didn't just wander in. He is here with his training team. So one assumes he trains kickboxing anyway. And he just said, "Put me in, coach." And here we are. And here he is.
In.
Teeing off on Nathan in the corner.
And he's looking pretty good.
He is looking sharp.
Yeah, those jabs are a real problem.
I think Darnell is putting nice hook to the body. Darnell is putting in that work, and he's going to go to Sensei Adam and say, "So, Cuff 21?
Yeah. He deserves it.
Put me on that card." I think so. I want to see Darnell again.
Yeah. He's actually a really good striker. He's giving Nathan a lot of trouble. Wow, body work.
I think just based on what we're seeing here, Darnell has the clear experience advantage.
Yeah, he has that proximity guard.
Nathan is a bit more tentative on his feet. He's not placing his weight quite right as he's throwing his shots.
The crowd chanting Nathan.
The crowd is coming behind Nathan, giving him some encouragement, because He really does look like he's starting to wilt under
Send
Darnell's
send your
pressure.
energy, guys, for Nathan.
And he's absorbing it. He's meeting Darnell in the middle now. Darnell ceding the center of the cage to him. Hands down, extremely relaxed. I think you're right. I think Darnell is just going to go back to bed.
Yeah.
after this fight. Extremely relaxed.
10 more seconds to go.
10
and
more
Darnell,
seconds and he turns it up as he should. You hear that 10-second clapper, it's go time. Max Holloway point to the middle and swing. Just to draw reference to the UFC, that is one of my favorite moments of the last easily 15 years, that Max Holloway downward point in the Gaethje fight. Oh my goodness, chills.
That was very sway.
Round 3 being announced. Man, Darnell isn't even bothering to sit down between these rounds.
Yeah, he's, just chilling.
Just leaning up on the cage.
All right.
As soon as I said that, big boy Chinese Thompson, who's going to be competing for the heavyweight amateur title, was like, woo! Time, come on. I know time wants to get into the cage very soon.
They really didn't even bother to bring a seat in the cage for Darnell. He's just
Darnell
relaxed.
is like, let me just get this over with.
Seconds out, cage door closed. Final round
But
of this exhibition.
why? I'm looking at Darnell fighting, and I'm wondering why he wasn't on the card originally. He's like a really good striker.
He is. Perhaps he's a pure kickboxer, and they weren't meant to be kickboxing bouts on the card. This is even the 2 kickboxing bouts previous. Those were late changes.
Okay.
As I was talking to one of the fighters before. So reason for the rule set change, I don't know. But this was meant to be a full MMA card. So perhaps he didn't consider it because he's a pure kickboxer. But I think he's going to request or be requested to be on the next cuff card because he is looking sharp.
Yeah, he's trying to, he's knocking on Nathan's door right now, trying to get in that kitchen.
And he's not trying to do too much damage, but he is making his presence felt for sure.
More for Nathan than the rest of us, thankfully.
Yeah, Nathan is feeling that presence more than the rest of us. They announced Nathan's weight at around 147. I imagine Darnell is around the same.
He looks about the same, yeah. With the height difference, he may be a bit lighter, but it's about the same.
Perhaps. I was making a joke that if I had to fight, because of the weight cutting I would be required, I might fight in this division, and I don't feel like taking hits from Darnell.
You don't feel like it, then?
That would be a takedown. No, that would be a catch a kick sweep takedown and look for a strangle. I'm not standing to kickbox with this man.
Well, personally, after the first round, I realized that was going on with Darnell. I like.
Looks like Nathan is badly hurt to the body with one of those hooks.
Yeah, Darnell is working on his midsection.
Excellent exhibition by these 2 gentlemen.
Nathan grimacing as he returns to his corner.
That was definitely a grimace. He was hurt to the body in that last 20 seconds or so.
You see his whole mouth guard there.
Which just kind of emphasized the grimace.
Yeah. And here we have Darnell on camera, still looking a bit sleepy, if I do say so myself.
Rizzo is Darnell. I feel like he just
not breathing too hard even.
His nickname needs to be Culo Brizo, yes, because he's just unbothered.
Yeah, he's like, oh man.
Well, that was a cool 6 minutes.
Let me just go home and get that rice off the stove.
Because this fight is an exhibition bout due to the fact that Mr. Baptiste's original opponent pulled out with only an hour's notice. And then we had the 135-pound national champion step in the ring to give him a sweat, to give him a run.
Okay, so that puts a lot into context there. Darnell is the 35-pound national champion.
There will be no score
So
for this bout as the
Huh.
we were pretty on point with the fact that he definitely had the experience advantage.
Mr. Darnell Selassie with the gold medal and Mr. Nathan Baptiste with the silver medal. Congratulations, young men.
Well done to Nathan for hanging with a national champion for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new spin on what just happened. No wonder Darnell looks so bored.
Yeah, there's a clear difference in skill level between them.
Let's give it up to this.
That was damn good of him to step up and keep the show going though. And give Nathan some quality work.
What an amazing show of respect. Especially by Mr. Selassie for stepping in last
That was
minute
some wonderful, unexpected experience for
and showing us what
young Nathan there.